What is going on to VroomVroomDana? Today we're gonna put on our fire suit and go fire hunting. I know what you're thinking, Dana. I thought you're a motovlogger. Dana, I thought you rode dirt bikes. I did not know that one of your skill sets was fighting fires. Well, guess what, my friends? There's a lot of things you do not know about me, and a lot of things that you may never know about because some things make it a little weird. But if you look to this side, you're like, you know what? That's a beautiful, clear sky out today. But if you look over to the right, I'm pretty sure the whole entire state of California is on fire. I know NorCal is having massive fires. Well, now guess what? SoCal wanted to join the party and have the devil skies as well, because look in front of us, it is massive. This started probably about, I would say, 6-7 hours ago, and I guess it is just an absolute raging fire, probably because it's like 130 degrees out every single day out here in SoCal. So the goal for today is to go to the Devil's Sun, which is probably about to go behind the massive smoke cloud that has engulfed pretty much the entire mountain range over there. And yeah, we're gonna go check it out and try to go into the center of the blaze. No, I know. You're probably like, Dana, going into the center of a firefight is probably not one of your best ideas you've ever had. And you know, I don't appreciate that kind of criticism towards me. I feel like going into the center of a blaze, into the center of the fire, is exactly what we need to do. Dude, check it out. You got the planes going down to the lake, Elsinore Lake. You could see them. Actually, you probably can't see them because the GoPro does like super wide field of range. But you got one of the planes that dips down to get water, like they use powder. I'm sure you've seen the red talc to fight fires. Lake Elsinore, obviously due to its name, has a massive lake in the middle of Lake Elsinore. And they go down there and they also pick up water from there if the fire is close enough to help combat fires. So you probably got, I would say, 2 to 5 planes going into Lake Elsinore right now, bringing water from there over to the mountain range to help fight the fire. Like, you could tell from the GoPro when we just left, it was like the sun was out, it was light out. Now it's like the whole sky is covered in cloud coverage. It's like super dull out. It smells like fire. It smells like my mixtapes just dropped. It's pretty gnarly. To all the firefighters out there, I know I got a plethora of different people who watch my videos, all the way from porn stars to people who work in a grocery store to people who fight fires. And today, to the people that fight the fires, to the people risking their lives to combat these wildfires, thank you, man. You guys are absolutely amazing, risking your guys' life to improve the better good of other people. That's absolutely amazing. So if you do watch my videos and you are a firefighter, thank you so much for everything you do, man. You guys are insane, and you guys deserve all the thumbs up, all the applause. You guys deserve it all, man. So thank you for what you do. We're about to jump on the freeway and take the freeway route over. The dual sport might blow up on the freeway. It ain't the greatest freeway bike, but we need to get Firefighting Dana over to the fire ASAP. We can wheelie on the on-ramp though, all the way onto the freeway, which is always fun. But yeah, we are literally like in the middle of the devil's beehole right now. Look at how close we're getting to this thing. I gotta be careful when I open my visor. There's like a ton of ash raining down right here. I was on the freeway and it's hot out, so I was opening my visor to get like some extra airflow in there, and I was just getting pelted in my eye holes by ash raining down from the sky. It's gnarly out here right now. I can only imagine the closer we get, but look at that hill range. That's called Santiago's Peak up there. I know a lot of my local guys who live out here have been to Santiago's Peak, but if you've been out there, there's riding up there and you can get to the peak of that mountain. I've actually been to the peak of that mountain in previous videos, and it's really, really awesome right there. But I highly doubt I'm gonna be able to access it right now. You gotta due to the nature that, you know, the whole world's on fire, but we're gonna try to get as close as we can. Actually, now that I look at it, Santiago Peak is a little bit to the right. You can see where the whole like fire tornadoes are at. To the right of that is Santiago's Peak, but that mountain range is connected to that, and we've been on there on the bikes before, which is insane. Luckily, due to the amount of times we've been through here on the dirt bike, on the dual sport, we know a few shortcuts to get to these mountains, so hopefully none of these roads through here are closed, so we can get like as close as possible. Probably like low-key trip, and I almost actually moved in this neighborhood a long time ago. A little fun fact, but these houses butt up against this hill right here that's on fire. So once that thing, you could see up there, it started to crest over a little bit, but once that thing crests even more over that hill and starts to come down the side of that mountain, like dude, it's gonna get pretty hairy. Like, that's gonna get sketchy for some people, because like I said, there's houses and property that butt against the bottom of this hill right here, and I know I'd be sweating if I lived there. Oh, that's so sick. It just saw behind the houses. The plane came by and dropped that red powder all along the top of that hill, probably trying to perform some sort of like fire break to kind of do what I just said, for it doesn't come to this side of the mountain, because it's getting close. Security or something tell me not to go through here. It might be. They're probably like, dude, what are you doing? Don't go through there. The gate's open. It doesn't say no trespassing or no entry or any of that. So, I mean, I don't really see the problem. Probably people back here right now. Oh, actually, the gate's probably open to allow fire personnel to get back here. So I'm probably, actually, I don't know. It's illegal for me to be back here, so I doubt I would get yelled at. But there's probably people back here like hiking, or I saw a couple cars parked back there. They're probably walking down here to see what's up. So I just got to keep a heads up and make sure I don't necessarily go somewhere while being spotted where I shouldn't belong. Dude, what is going on back here? Is this a stolen truck, or is this somebody who parked back here? That thing looks pretty hammered. That might be a stolen truck right there. I don't know. We're coming across stolen trucks, and what is this thing, in an old forklift while trying to fight fires? Your boy's a multitasker. Dude, we are like in the flames right now, dude. This is gnarly. Like, this is where the fire is engulfing the world, in these hills we're in right now, and I don't know how far I should go. I don't know. I've never been on this trail before, so I don't know if this is necessarily private property and the only reason it's open is because of fire trucks. But like I said, what is that up there? I don't know. I'm gonna push the boundaries as much as possible. Pretty sketchy, actually, dude. Look at that. There's some like Breaking Bad meth operation going on, and I have no idea where I'm at. I feel like there's gonna be like a booby trap with barbed wire that's gonna rip off my neck, actually rip off my head and cut my neck. This is like somebody's actual property. What does this say? Let's see what this says. Private property. Actually says IVIT property, no trespassing. Okay, yeah, I gotta turn around. This is like super sketch. There's like RVs everywhere, and there's a quad right there. Let's go up the other hill. I know some hills back here, but this just turned like super sketch mode. Trying to fight fires and then get stabbed by a meth head in the hills. Dude, gnarly. Can you guys, I don't know if it's necessarily going to show up on camera at all, but it is raining ash down right here. Like, not super heavy yet, but if you see, maybe if I hold the camera slowly, you could just see a consistent falling of ash all around us. Dude, it's right there. Look at the ridge. You could see, like, again, the GoPro's like super wild angle, but you could see flames on the actual hill. Like, it is now coming over this mountaintop, and once it breaches that mountaintop, it's this, man. Like, literally right where we are standing is everything. There's like, look at all the houses. You got houses right there in that neighborhood. You got somebody who has, I don't know if those are orange groves or what they are. You got businesses back in these hills. Like, look at all the trailers down there. You got somebody's horse property right here. You got a house back there. You got a house up on the hill. So once this thing starts to crest this hill, dude, that's going to get really, really bad, because that's when it gets into the problem of people freaking live down here, man. So you could see, I can see a helicopter right there. I just saw a plane leave that way, and I just saw a plane leave that way. So I don't know if maybe there's somewhere, I don't know, because obviously the helicopters could get down to the lake, and you got Lake Elsinore, and you got Lake Matthews pretty close also, which is right over that hill. Which, let me get off the bike real quick, dude. Look at how extreme this like apocalyptic scene is getting. So you look over here, and like you could see the little bit of blue that is left that like the fire hasn't affected, but you look straight where the fire is, and oh yeah, there's another plane right there. Look at the entire sky. It is slowly engulfing this entire area. Like, once this wraps around this way, and once the smoke wraps around this way, we're just gonna be in a ball of smoke. But look at, dude, it is so bad right now. Like, upon the other side of those hills must be absolutely insane, dude. There must be raging back there, because there's a lot of hills over there. Then you start to dip into the Orange County area, which hopefully everything over there is all right now, but this is absolutely, look at the massive airliner right there. That thing is huge. You got a little plane, and then you just have this absolutely massive plane dropping the talc or whatever it's called down on the fire. That thing is next level. Look how big it is compared to the little, you probably can't even see the little like biplanes on camera, but that plane is huge. Going in to drop some more of that stuff on the fire, so we're gonna keep this thing rolling. But while it was off, we got another plane. So 1, 2, there's a third one up there that's really far away that you can't see. You got 4 and you got 5. You got the really big plane right there, all in like one area. It's crazy. Oh man, he didn't even drop anything. I thought, unless they're doing another round to see where to drop it at. I'm not exactly sure how that works. I mean, I'm sure they got somebody telling them where to drop it. So it looks like he's turning around again to do another loop. So I don't know if they saw something and they're like, no, let's not do it there. I don't know exactly how that whole thing works, but it looks like he's coming back around. So again, I don't really know what happened. Plane is super low again. You can see it just barely on top, like caressing that mountain. So we're going to see if he comes by and drops again. It looks like he's like farther back this time. Like before he was closer to us, and now he's back farther. So maybe that's why they had him redirect. Maybe they wanted him to drop it somewhere over there. I don't know. We're about to find out though. There he goes. You see it? Oh man, he did it so far behind. Look at it, still going. He's dropping all the talc. Oh my god, that is so sick. Dude. Talk about the best view in the house. That was insane. Here you guys go, man. Advantage, if you've ever, again, I know I talk about it all the time. If you've ever been wondering about what bike you should get or why you should buy a dual sport, there you go, dude. You get the front row seat to just absolute insanity sometimes. That was insane, dude. That was so sick. And we got front row seats. I see like obviously the biggest peak right there. And then if you look to the right of it, like the peak, it goes down and then it peaks up. I could actually see flames on that hill, and you can see white smoke where the flames are. And if you go back to the bigger peak, you could see the white smoke like pretty much almost on the top of that. So I'm guessing that they're trying to get that fire break right there because it's about to go over that largest peak. I feel like the fire is about to go over that, so they're trying to prevent that, because like I said earlier, if the fire goes over that peak or over this hill, it's gonna start coming this way like super quick, and that's not good. They're just constantly dropping. It's like fast forward probably 20 minutes before we last spoke. I've just been chilling here, dude. I wanted to see how everything's unfolding. They've been constantly dropping powder, like plane after plane. I would guess every I maybe less than 5 minutes, but every 5 minutes, that second peak where we said we saw the fire and we thought it was going to start coming this way, they're just hammering it with that red powder. They just keep dropping it on that same section, trying to stop it from coming over this way to the housing track. Like, it's constant, dude. Just look at, they're doing it again. I wonder if I could zoom in on that. But they are constantly dropping powder in this section from large peak to that second peak. Like, here's another plane coming right now. I wonder if he's going to do the same exact thing. But they keep coming back and back. They must have like 10 planes, 20 planes making loops and just keep dropping powder right there, because they keep hammering that exact spot where we saw the flames. Because we haven't seen flames over here yet. We haven't seen flames over in this area yet. It was just right there, and that's where they keep dropping the powder. So they're doing a good freaking job causing that fire not to come over to this side of the hills, because like I've said, we've probably been here for about 30 minutes now, and I've been watching because I wanted to see. And here's the big one again. You got that big freaking plane that drops, like, those planes drop a little bit, but that thing drops like 10 times the amount of the powder as those little planes do. So I feel like he's gonna make his loop again, because I haven't seen him drop anything since that first time we got it on camera. So I feel like he's gonna be coming this way, and he's gonna hammer that spot, or he's gonna hammer that spot, because that wasn't like that when we got here. You see that really puffy black smoke and then the white smoke on that side? When we got here, it wasn't like that. So I feel like the fire is starting to climb over from that way too. Like, that thing must be huge, man. This fire must be massive because it's starting to come over that way now instead of just coming over this way. So things are probably going to get pretty real over here. One more spot that we might get like a really sick view of the fire. It's getting dark though, dude. It's almost 8 o'clock. And in California, when it's like daylight savings time or whatever the heck this stuff is called, when it hits 8 o'clock, that's when it starts to get really dark, and especially with the fire. So we're gonna head over really quick and see if we can get to this other spot to get a view, another angle of the fire, because I totally forgot about another section over here from before. I just saw it from when I was I've been standing here the whole time and I totally forgot about it, and I seen the trail, so we're gonna mob over there real quick. The secondary route, dude, like I said, totally. Oh, I see lights up here. Hopefully it's not. Okay, we're good. I don't know if cops are gonna tell us to turn around or what's going on right here. Am I about to get shot? I don't even know what's gonna happen, but we're about to find out. All right, we didn't get shot, but this is an actual legal dual sport road. Like I was talking about earlier, to go to Santiago's Peak, this is actually one of the ways up or one of the ways down. So this is 100% legal to be on. But obviously there's a fire up right here, so I don't know if there's gonna be cops telling you not to come up here. I don't know why I didn't think about this earlier. I totally forgot about this road, but it might get us some better views for sure. Oh, look at this, bud. Got the news truck out here, bro. We got Channel 5 News getting the fire from up in these Viewtivity locations. That means this is the spot right here. If you got a news truck out here, it's about to get lit. What a freaking journey to get over here. But dude, check it out. After we passed the news van and everything, we finally got to one of those peaks where we could see the freaking fire. Oh my god, dude, that was a far ride, and it's almost dark out. But look it, you guys could probably finally be able to see some of the flames coming down the other side of the mountain. So I feel like if we wait here for a few minutes, we're gonna get a freaking epic shot of one of the planes coming by and dropping some of the anti-fire, put the flame out stuff. I gotta learn the name of it so I don't sound like a complete Riri, whatever that's called. Comment it down below so you make your boy a little smarter. But we were over there overlooking. This is probably, I think this is the smaller peak where we saw the fire, so we're like right in front of it now since we went up this dirt road, and it is just raining ash. Look at all the black and look at all of the ash all over the ground. I was getting pelted by it on the way over here. It's hard too because I'm trying to put my visor up and I can't because I'm just getting blinded by the ash. Alrighty guys, I think Vroom Vroom Firefighter is going to wrap it up right there. I'm going to go on the news right now. Why are my pants undone? My belt is unbuckled right now. How does that even happen? How does my belt become unbuckled while I ride? That's pretty fancy stuff right there. But anyhow, I'm going to go home when I edit this video, and I'm going to try to put in some like aerial footage of the fire because it keeps on raging on, dude. I was like at the base of the mountain after I stopped recording. I went to another spot to try to see if it would come over, but it's starting to move pretty slow over the mountain, so there really wasn't any footage to get. So I'm going to see if any news channels got any footage going so you guys can see exactly what was going on, and I'm definitely interested in seeing it. But thank you guys so much for tuning in, man. I had a ton of fun going over there. I wish that we could have got closer to the fire, but unfortunately we weren't able to. So thank you guys so much, man. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe for some more awesome adventures. Leave a like on the video if you did enjoy. With that being said, man, that is VroomVroomDana. You guys are absolutely amazing, and I'll talk to y'all in the next video. Deuces, my friends.
Wind has picked up, so that's their big fear tonight, that the sundowners might come and continue to blow these flames over the ridge. That is where firefighters are taking their stand, at the top of the ridge, out of Orange County and into Riverside County. And on the other side of that is the Lake Elsinore area. I spoke with U.S. Forest Service tonight. They just told me that they are watching very carefully the other communities on the other side of that ridge, and that is where a lot of their focus is.